Hello friends, welcome back to another episode of price action learning. Last time what we have learned is basically on the basis of what are the important things for a price action, right? So three basic things what we have seen is one was important thing was the trend, second thing is the candlestick patterns and the psychology of the candles, right? Not the our psychology basically. Okay. So basically, see, once we have seen these kind of three things, right? So trend basically will tell you, what is happening. So basically, if the higher highs, lower highs are kind of not getting broken, or certain other aspects of the trading is kind of going on, right? So those are the important things which we try to identify. Now here, if you observe, okay, this is a nifty daily chart, and if you observe this trend, right? Now this trend is basically telling us there are, this one high was formed, then another high is formed, then this is another high, right? And then this is the low, right? So this is somewhere around this place there is another high which is formed now, right? So what is happening, basically this is telling us what is the kind of trend which is currently running, right? So, so it is important for us to understand what is the current trend, right? And where exactly the trend reversals might come in. Now if you observe this particular chart, you will clearly understand that there is a downtrend running right now. Okay, none of these highs, these swing highs, are getting broken. Now this is important swing high. Now here, somewhere here, now 19,500 is basically acting as a resistance. So this is another high which is formed now. Okay, so for the trend reversal, Nifty has to cross above these levels. Once it is crossing these levels, we will get to see a new trend which is starting, right? Or else it has to break this low. Now what has happened in this particular phase, Nifty has gone into a consolidation because it is broken the low, earlier low, right? So now this low becomes important for us, right? And this low, whatever was there, this is kind of broken earlier, okay, on this candle. However, the candle has not survived below this, right? So overall trend still remains negative. However, we are seeing some kind of consolidation in this area. So this is what we try to identify from a trend perspective, right? So now in these scenarios, we can see what is happening. Now if you observe here, right, so this one was a low earlier, right? This one was a low earlier when this up move had continued, right? So this low is currently acting as a support, right? And the second thing what we can do is we can use the help of trend lines. So now look at this, excuse me. So look at this trend line. Now, when we are identifying on these particular things, what we are trying to identify on these particular places, right? Which are the important levels, okay? And what kind of candles are forming. So Nifty exactly came to this particular point and formed a doji. Okay, so this place, it is basically telling us that none of the things are kind of decided. So bulls and bears both are kind of in a confusion whether it has to go down or whether it has to go up. Now this is very very critical because below this, if we observe, Nifty had kind of a strong rally for 4 days, right? Very very strong rally, and then it was kind of not coming down from these levels, right? So this is the place it is exactly forming one kind of good support. Okay, so below this, whenever it is going down below this level, okay, one candle formation of below this, it will be a very big fall, right? So the next support would be coming around 18,800, and it could be a very very strong one day fall or maybe 2-3 days fall, right? Continuous falls, right? The way the candles have come, the similar kind of ways, even the fall also can continue. But now what is happening, at these particular places. So whenever we are seeing a good trend which is forming, we can carry our position as a positionally, right? But when we are looking at the important things like these are the places, right, where if at all this candle would have been red, right, and closed around these levels, okay, what could have happened is we would have seen one sharp fall after that, right? So we could have carried one put position maybe till Monday, right? But in this scenario, will you carry any positions here? Answer is no, right? So these are the important things, and where you will start carrying your long positions, one candle has to close above this trend line, right? So that is a confirmation for us that it is a long uptrend which will resume again, right? So this is how we try to identify. Now what important factors which comes to a price action? Now price action basically tells us what kind of things are there. Now when we are doing analysis, the major important thing, whenever we are doing any analysis, the major important thing is, you know, we need to try and identify what is happening in a different time frames. So whenever I was sharing these the live uh, analysis videos on a daily basis, why I am sharing is because you should get used to that particular thing, right? What is a weekly trend, what is a daily trend, what is monthly trend, right? And then we come down to that 1 hour, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, or whatever 1 minute charts also, right? Just to try and identify, so that, see, generally what they say is you have to be prepared, right? You have to be prepared for your trades for the next day, right? So if at all I make a bias that, okay, see, bias is anyways you should not keep it any day, but I'm generally saying ki you should have a view, right? So if at all my view is negative, right, I'm not going to enter into the long trades here, right? If at all my trend is negative, I will not enter into a long trade, okay? This one basically will save you lots of money when we are not going against the trend, okay? So basically carrying some positions and all that things, right? And see, there are falls, there will be pullbacks, okay? Nowhere markets will, you know, go like this, right? Or come down like this, right? It will never happen, right? So what will happen in the market, basically we will see some kind of movement like this, then we will see a pullback, then we will see another rally, then we will see another pullback, and then we will see another rally, right? So what are the important things we need to understand is how the trend is. Now these are basically one, if you look at this movement also, this is one fall, then the pullback, then one fall, okay, then again another pullback, then here it is consolidating, right? So one pullback has come, ideally it's supposed to fall, right? But where it has to fall, the important thing will be this level, right? So once it is falling below this level, this is a confirmation that, okay, we are entering into a bear phase, right? Another thing important thing is, there will be certain places where we will see a huge consolidation, right? So now look at this is the phase. If you observe, this is a good consolidation place, where when Nifty had gone up, it had consolidated in this area, right? Then it gave a breakout, then the rally resumed again, right? So this is where important things which we have to identify when we are taking any trades, right? Now this approach, whatever we are seeing in a daily thing, right? Now we will go back and try and find out how these could give us different opportunities in a day trading, right? So mostly we are all day traders, right? So as I mentioned, we have some important levels. Now we have marked these levels on the daily chart, right? And these daily charts we are continuing to identify. Now what happens, see, mostly any retail trader for that matter, the people who are newcomers or the people who are not in the market for a longer period, they have this tendency, as soon as market opens, it is basically like our addiction to something, right? So as soon as market opens, we just want to enter into any trade, right? Now look at this. Now this place, what has happened? This place gap down opening, right? So as soon as market has opened, somebody has entered into put, right? And then thinking the market is gonna go like this, right? Now this factor of our zigzag movements, right? This is very very important in our option trading. Now most of us, we are doing option trading, right? So what is happening when the market is going up? This phase, this is called impulse wave, right? And then this is corrective wave. So what happens when this impulse move is happening? This would be very very fast, like this move, right? This will be very very fast. So what will happen? Option premiums will move very very quickly here, right? So now look at this. This is one wave, right? This is second wave, and this is third wave, right? So what has happened? Now this place, when these kind of movements are happening, right? Now this high it has broken. What it has done? It has basically given you a sharp movement on the calls, right? But when this phase comes, right? Now, whenever this phase is coming, what will happen? Your option premiums, whatever it has gained from here till here, right? Everything possible, if at all, mostly you are playing on a ATM strikes, right? Or out of the money strikes. What is going to happen in this particular phase is basically whatever premium it has gained in this move, right? In this move, right? This one will come down, even though this one is only half of this movement, right? The 50% of retracement only. It has not gone below this particular level. But what has happened? Whatever premium, the breakout premium it has given, everything will go and vanish. On top of that, we have different calculations like VIX and other things, right? The volatility index and all the thing. So what will happen in that scenario? That suddenly there is a IV, so implied volatility would have increased here, right? The sharp movement has come on this call side, right? Then what has happened? Because the short covering has happened, or implied volatility is kind of gone up, or delta has changed and all that things, right? So what is going to happen? All that will subside in this moment. Okay, so if at all anybody is entering into a call, right? Now in this place entered into a call, when it starts falling, right, you are losing the premium. So option buyer has to capture this moment, then wait for one retracement, then wait for another movement, another breakout, right? Here we have got the another breakout, then this move has come, right? And the last few minutes again this retracement, right? So this is the kind of momentum which we generally observe in the options thing also, and this is very very important from a learning point of view, that wherever there are impulse moves, so any kind of highs, lows and all the things is getting broken, you will suddenly see there is a huge change in the IVs, and when the IVs shoot up, your option premium also shoots up, right? Now whenever this moment would have come, maybe the short covering has happened, so every call writer sitting here, right, would be trying to cover their position. Now because they are covering their position, what would happen is this movement would come, right? When they are closing the positions, all your premiums will go up. Now when this is falling, what will happen? Automatically the premiums will go down, right? When the premiums are coming down, what these guys are doing, if at all there are big institutions or whatever it is, they have already planned, they could have actually closed it here only. But in case if somebody is trapped or whatever it is, in this retracement, whenever it is coming, they will start closing their positions here, right? And then that will trigger another move somewhere, right? So that is again on the option movements and all these things, but this is how generally markets will move. Now this is one trending day, right? What will happen on the sideways days? Let's understand that. Okay, so now we have one sideways day here, right? What has happened? Gap up opening. All the traders, all the retail traders, as soon as they see this movement, Okay, they have entered into call. What has happened? Next movement came down, right? Now in this scenario, I'll just increase it little for this thing. Okay, now look at this. What is going to happen? How the option sellers will make huge money even in case if the markets are not going in anywhere, right? Now, in this scenario, you see what has happened. Gap up opening, all retail investors thinking gap up, big up move. What they have done? They have taken it down, right? So immediately option premiums fallen below the level of whatever opening level that was there, right? Then again it takes a bounce, right? Then again it comes down, right? In this phase, whatever has happened, right? In these particular places, what is going to happen? Your option premiums are going to melt. So it is very important that first you understand what is your overall trend. Okay, now I always keep on saying important factors for any day trader. Okay, these learnings you will not get it free of cost. There are people who are charging 40,000 50,000 rupees also. Okay, I am basically giving you some strategies and price action combining what could be used in a real life, right? I can give you different levels and all those things, but that will not help. So now look at this. What was the important level here, right? Did the market open? Now this one was a momentum, right? This one was day before yesterday, yesterday's momentum on this day, right? This day we are trading, so this is yesterday's momentum. Now what has happened? Market has opened gap up from this level, right? What it is doing? Somewhere it is trying to make up move. Now up move is coming. What is going to happen is we have one important resistance here. We have one important resistance here. Now, should I trade in this immediate thing? Maybe what I will do, I'll wait for some time. Now, because market has exactly opened in this range, right? There are high possibilities. Now, look at this. Okay. Now, these are important levels which were there yesterday, right? Market has exactly opened in the similar kind of range. Now, what is going to happen? If at all, I'm a call writer, if I'm a put writer, okay, till that time, if I'm a call writer, right, till that time it is not crossing this level, I'm not bothered, because I sold some calls yesterday. Okay, market has come down. Now here mostly my premiums, either I would have booked it in this particular place or I would have hold it, right? If I'm an option seller. Now then what is happening next? Okay, gap up opening, no worries, right? Because I know my range. Because see, generally the institutional option sellers, they will not sell something at a 5 rupees stop loss, a 10 rupees stop loss, right? They have their range. They know, okay, by end of the day, if at all I am selling say 500 ka call here, right? So if at all I am selling 500, I will not bother till the time this high is broken, right? Till the time market remains below this level, I have no trouble. I can enjoy my premium decay anyways, right? The theta decay will take care of the things. Now what is happening? Market open gap up, went little up, then came down. Now what is important for me? Okay, now this one which had formed some kind of support around these places, right? Exactly yesterday it took the support here, then it went up, then it came down, came down, broke this level, came down, right? Now market has opened inside this range, right? So now what has happened? I should not enter, or anybody should not enter into any positions till the time I am see this range is breaking somewhere, right? So firstly, important thing, it has come to these two levels. These are two important levels, right? Now these two important levels. Now market is open gap up, I should not be happy. It is gap up, going up, whatever it is, right? Now I should be only worried because earlier trend was negative for me, right? Now this gap up has happened. What could happen? People sitting at the high level, they would be still selling, right? So I should look out for a selling opportunity. Can I sell here? Answer is no. This one was a resistance, but there is no confirmation here, right? Then second thing, what is happening? It has come down, taken the support. Okay, still no trade for it, right? It has to break this high first, right? Then it has to go up. Okay, then if at all I'm a scalper, I can still take this trade, right? Because it is high is broken, I can go till here, right? Maybe that's 20-30 points, whatever I can capture on the option, this thing I can get this, right? But what will happen after this? It has come down, it has gone up. Now I know, okay, there is a range which has been played right now, okay, where the range will have impact till the time it is not breaking this range. Okay, if at all I take an entry here, okay, how much profit you need whenever you're trading, how much profit you are looking at on an option buying. You look at 20 points, 30 points, 40 points. Some days you will get a jackpot of 100 points or 200 points or 500 points, right? Maybe Bank Nifty it runs on 500 points also. But in an option buyer scenario, what is that you are looking at? You are looking at something which is really, really important, is 20 to 30 points in a trade, right? Maybe your SL will be 10 points or 15 points, right? In that scenario, 1 is to 1, 1 is to 2 is a kind of thing. Now sideways market, now this is broken, right? This is broken, this level. I take the entry, quickly exit at this point, I still get 20 points, right? I generally play with in the money options, right? So what is happening in this range? It is breaking, it is going up again. What is happening again at this point? When I have strong resistance at these levels, I still see, you know some candles which are forming these wicks, right? Now, do you need any indicator here? Nothing, right? We have one swing level here. This one has worked earlier also. This one has worked earlier also. This is a strong seller zone, right? This is a strong seller zone here. It is consolidating, forming a wick on the upside. Look at these candles. So whenever this range is broken, I can take a short trade. What would be my target? My target will be this and this, right? This zone. What is happening? It has come, formed one hammer kind of formation here. Okay. In this place, generally, I would have booked my position. This one itself would have given you a good momentum till this point, right? Again, it goes up, again breaks this level. Okay. Again, I have a long entry. Again, I have a target of the same place. Understood? So what I'm trying to say here is, in the small momentums also you can capture some trades, right? Now look at this. Now what has happened? Just because gap up opening, right? Are we interested in call immediately? Answer is no. What we are looking at? Now we are looking at, this is my yesterday's high, right? Somewhere here, this one was a seller's zone. What has happened? Market has come here. Okay, now this gap up is basically a bullish gap up for me, right? Because it is opening above this yesterday's high. Now it is, when it is coming down, okay, am I buying put here? My view was sell, right? But the swing is broken. Now do I sell here? Answer is no. I will wait for this level to get retested. Okay, let it retest, no problem. Okay, whenever it is coming to this level, if at all any candle is forming here, okay, is a selling thing for me, I will straight sell. My targets will be this. You're understanding, right? But what will happen if at all it has taken the support? It has gone up, right? Did it break morning high? Answer is no, right? Now second time it is coming, taking some kind of support. Now in this place, Look at this. I'll show you some live market examples. What it is doing? Doji formation. Okay. Then it has formed another doji, right? And basically, what it is telling me now, it is not willing to go down. So whoever was a call writer yesterday has become a put writer today, right? So do I have to trade here? Not at the first attempt. Let it consolidate. Now once it consolidates, okay, this candle is gonna give me entry. How many points? Imagine you are at this point, 553. Okay, even if you get at 560, right? My first target will be this 583, and then if at all it continues above this, you can continue with the trade, right? So this is how you generally trade. You don't enter now. This is a very good example. Okay, this is a yesterday's high. What market has done? Why it is important for me to kind of look at what levels I can get, right? Now look at this. Open gap up, open gap up, right? What the first candle is done? Entered into the range of yesterday, right? So what is the psychology here? Now you need to understand psychology from all the point of view, right? Not only one point. Now if you are looking at the important thing is I had 600 ka call write up, right? I had 500 ka put write up, right? This is what my range was yesterday. Now, and mostly in a 70 to 80% of the time you will see these kind of scenarios. There will be certain places where it will open gap up and it will continue the rally, right? When it is in a very strong bullish momentum, or maybe in a bearish momentum, right? Gap down and then straight fall, right? That will not happen in the state. Now what is happening? As soon as market has opened, my first candle, what it is telling me? My first candle is telling me I am going to stay in the range only, right? So this candle break, okay, what I can do, this candle first 5 minutes ka candle break on the low side, I can take one put, my SL will be this day's high. See, nothing is gonna work 100%. Whatever price action I'm telling you, it is not that tomorrow you put this and you start making crores, right? It is not gonna work like that. Simple thing which will work for you is my SL is there. How small SL I can take? Now what SL will be here? Now look at this. 620 is my SL. What is my entry point? 609, right? How much point it is? Hardly 10 points. Okay, and what I can expect, my first target will be this, second target will be this zone. Okay, first target achieved, second time it came again into the same zone, formed one red candle. Now when I am taking an entry here, I will not keep this as a stop loss. I'll keep this as a stop loss because I see there is a good selling zone which has been created here, right? Then what would be my next momentum? Around these zones, right? Did it achieve all the zones? Exactly, right? So if at all this one was my zone, right, exactly came down to that point, okay, not exactly it is touched, but yeah, once it is forming one bullish engulfing candle here, I book my position. Can I enter long here? Answer is no, till the time this high is broken. And anyways, this momentum, this one momentum, okay, morning first momentum, I think I had mentioned on this particular day that I made good money on the as soon as market is open. Now we have not gone back to the earlier moves, earlier trends, earlier major support resistances, right? What we are only seeing here is yesterday's open high low close, where it has opened, where it has closed, what zones it has formed for yesterday, right? Yesterday's zone it exactly forms. You take, see, one way of looking at it, okay, it is forming a sell zone. I have a small SL, I can take the trade, right? The second way of looking at it, this zone was formed here, right? Now this one is broken, I can take a short trade, okay? Now this movement also, you see 50 points movement, right? On option you will get 30 points at least, right? More than enough. As soon as this breaks, I can take the entry. Maybe this high will be my SL, right? So here the SL becomes little bigger, almost 30 points SL. But what is happening? It is giving you 50 points more, right? Now exactly at that bullish engulfing thing has happened. It is at the support multiple times. It has taken the support. You can still take a trade if at all you want to, but and the SL will be just below this levels. So everything will work in its own thing, right? So these are few examples which I wanted to kind of give you so that you understand what I am trying to tell you here. Now look at this, okay? Next day, what has happened? First candle gap. It's a gap of opening, right? Now yesterday we had one consolidation area here, right? Then we have one consolidation around here, right? Now what has happened? Opening itself, again it is telling me, opening itself, I have a short side trade, right? But will I take an immediate trade? Answer is no. I am going to wait for this candle to form, okay? Because this zone was working till yesterday also, it was working a good zone, a good buyer zone or a good support zone, right? Now once this is forming like this, okay, strong candle breaking this, I can take the entry with this stop loss, and this is the momentum, right? Now in the second half also, as soon as this place was broken, so buyers are coming back in this area, right? It has gone up, straight hit this target, right? So this is how you capture some momentums, okay? You now you'll have to practice this particular thing in a live market, okay? There will be some choppy days and all these things also, okay? And do come back with your thoughts. I just thought today I will record this video and put it across on YouTube, so that everybody can see this at their convenient time rather than having a live session, and then some people are missing out. And any questions or anything, probably what we can do is we can always go for uh, maybe one live session or something on, maybe on some holiday, and we can learn together. Maybe we will get some more things on this, okay? So hopefully you like this video, hopefully this will help you in your intraday trading. We will see some other positional and swing trades also later, but as of now, if you're looking at it, probably just give some thought, put that effort to learn the market, give that different understanding on price action and all that thing. You don't need any indicators here, it is just a plain simple chart, okay? You don't have to pay to trading view also for whatever things which you have to pay, right? Just no indicator, so nothing you have to pay, it is just a simple plain chart, right? So this is what it is, guys. If you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, like this video. Also put comments if at all you have any doubts or any questions, so that we can learn together. Okay guys, thank you.